of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
In your face.
Now McNair looking for a first down throw. This will be caught by Brown. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 49, check 49, check 49. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Throwing on third and long. McNair under pressure again, and down he goes again.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Walters to return it. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Ready,
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. General West. Right there. 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Check Mike, check Mike. Hey, watch that, watch that. Now. Mike, 54. Hey, Delta. Oh, yeah. Speed driven, speed driven.
Here's Manning to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hit it.
Play action. Manning. He's got Harrison left side complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well.
Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, wahoo! Watch the twist, watch the twist. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Let's go, D. Mike, check, 59, 59. Danny. Yo, go. 59's Mike.
Manning now on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Go. Check 55. Hey, zoom. Check 55.
On first down, Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Get off the field.
They run it with James. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Go out. Yo, cheetah. Ready.
On 3rd down, James. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch.
On first and 10, McNair. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On second down, McNair. That's caught by Jackson. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready. Here we go. Out. Shoot.
To throw on third down, McNair. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Now it's Walters. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter #1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". I'm coming. Mike, check, 59. Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Manning now to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get in the weight room. Check 31. X3. 218. Chopper. Check hot route. Hey, Echo. Steve Griffin.
Manning gonna throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Okay, ready? Go!
54. Mike, 54. And we're pretty quiet.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
1st down, Titans, gain of 12. On 1st down, it's Brown, and able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, McNair. He completes it to Jones. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And finding Davis here, the tight end. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
To throw on second down, McNair. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. That one a first down pickup of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another first down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now McNair. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down. McNair to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
90, Wolf. Smooth.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a play fake. Manning, he's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's James. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. So we got man. Look at me. Zipper. Mike's by 4. Get it.
On 2nd and 12. Manning. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. 60 or. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Pull it together. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 6 man. Go. Check curl. Hey, exit. Mike 54. Mike 2.
Shotgun now for Manning. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
It's 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Let's go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Hey, high 7. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on, D. Mike's 5'9. Mike's 5'9. Yes. Mike.
Now Manning toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Mike's 59. You don't want to.
On play action, it's Manning. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
On your team. Protein spill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. It's picked up by the Titans. The 30. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Check 26, check 26.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's McNair. Got a man, it's Brown. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. McNair to throw. The quick slant caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, McNair. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on second down. McNair nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Lucky. Check.
Throwing on third and long. McNair. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's James. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Go. Pick me up. Here we go. Ready?
To throw is Manning. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Harrison. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Manning. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Whip. Watch the whip. Watch the eye. 58.
On 3rd down, McNair. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken very short. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Throwing after the interception. McNair. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. McNair. Jones has it. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now McNair. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Check 99. Check 99. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check. Alert 42. Check cover. 42. Check cover. Check safety. Check safety. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 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 Check rabbit. Check cover.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McNair nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Come on, set. 50, plant. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it with you.
On 1st down, James. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
55's Mike, guys. 55. On the ball. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. Go. Go. Now.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. Oh, no, he lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Right back to Brown. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go. Rock it. 60 or. Man, I got you. Watch out. 6-6. Pull it high. Slam. Hey, zoom. Big grip.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Madden. He's got Harrison left side complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, Madden. James has got it, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play.
Here we go.
Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And his kick is indeed good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for him, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Let's go.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, McNair. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Watch the safety creep. Shoot.
To throw again, McNair. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
He's got a man. It's Williams. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McNair. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So after the INT, it's Manning. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, look at me, zipper. That's the way. Ready?
Manning going to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. Go. Hey, orbit. Mike 50.
Now Manning. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the screen. Shoot.
To throw is Manning. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Keep playing.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw, Manning. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory.
It was a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Colts, they continue to cruise through this first half.